This is almost like the opposite. You get paid to go to school and study, and at the same time your cost of living is like way lower, and you get good stuff, good food. Yeah.
The most coincidental thing that can happen.
You know, same elementary school.
Even now, when we're in America, we're aliens.
I'm like, where is my wings?
Sizzle on my tongue.
Hopefully this is a platform that makes people feel safe.
I completely almost forgot.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, ladies specifically. We have
Lady.
amazing news.
We got something
People
exciting.
that want- Yes, perfect. For people like yes me. Ha! Jokes. I mean, like, for people that like school.
I do like school. I do like school.
Hey, if it's a free scholarship, also for me, why not?
Oh my, who doesn't
You
want
know.
free scholarship?
Right?
Dude, if I had free scholarship, I would save so much money.
Mm-hmm. And especially if the scholarship is in Macau, the food so cheap, cost of living, right?
See, you get your school paid for, and then you get cheap food, cheap traveling around Macau, and good
The
food.
Cantonese experience, if you especially for those that want to speak Cantonese, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
introducing USJ's Harriet Low Scholarships, which is for the female students from North America, Central America, and the Caribbean countries. If you're in these places, attention. There's this scholarship opportunity for you, ladies. Just females, though. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, and it's for master programs. So if you have been looking to get into masters and you're also interested in kind of just being in Asia for a bit, learning about the culture, if you're Cantonese or not Cantonese, but you're interested in being there, I feel like this is a really good opportunity,
Yeah, so good. I mean, like, dude, I'm like, if I was ever still like just graduated school, I would totally freaking go there. Like, like if I was from
Yeah.
the Americas, because it's first off, once you're in Asia, everywhere else in Asia is just so cheap to go to, like for holidays.
Yeah.
Like, just saying. I mean, like
There's so many benefits. Yeah.
so many benefits. Yes, and you already have a
Yeah.
scholarship for your master's, so everything you do there, it's gonna be like traveling.
Because a lot of the
Okay.
times, right, when you want to go abroad to study, you have to think about the finances, right? Like how expensive it is, or at least for when we were in Macau, like if you want to go abroad, you got to have money. And this is almost like the opposite. You get paid to go to school and study, and at the same time, your cost of living is like way lower, and you get good stuff, good food. Yeah, as you
Yes.
mentioned.
Exactly. So, guys, girls, women, ladies, 100% tuition reduction for 2 years master programs. All right, and this, guys, USJ is our sister's school, like legit.
Oh,
It's
yes.
legit.
Both of our sisters went there, so it has to be good, right?
Yes, I mean, I know so many friends too that were graduated there. Amazing artists, like visual
Mhm.
artists. I mean, architect, right? Architect. They have like so many.
Admissions open in October to December, but it starts in January. So that would be the next
All right. Yeah.
timeline.
So, ladies, I keep like saying guys. I always just say guys to everybody, like dude. But yeah, if you're interested, think about it. But the time to apply is October till December, and the time to go is January. Think about it. This can be your, New Year's New resolution type of thing. Yeah, go somewhere new. Oh, or even get in touch with
Yes.
your Cantonese culture if you are Cantonese,
Yeah. And honestly, like us being from Macau, born and raised, like there's so much good things we could say about Macau, and like in our next episodes we're going to talk about that too, but like obviously it's very different from North America, and then the cultures here, the people, everything is different, but I feel like that's the beauty of it, right? You kind of get to know what the other side of the world is. I mean, they're exactly the opposite. They're like 12 hours
Yeah.
like difference. So
That's true. And everybody knows about Hong Kong, not a lot of people know about Macau.
that's another good point. Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is
Macau,
though, with Hong Kong is what, 20 times bigger than Macau? Is it 20 or
Yeah.
70? I forgot. It's
I
just
don't
so
know.
big. Okay, Hong Kong is just so big.
It's
And
huge.
just like Macau is like a, like a city where it's just like you don't get lost. You can't get lost because it's like it's so small. Like even if you took the wrong bus, like the like it will still like come back around.
Yeah.
After,
If you miss your stop, yeah.
Yeah. So to go study, I feel like it's good to like focus, for people to focus, because like I'm not dishing on like Hong Kong, but Hong Kong you get pretty crazy in LKF, a lot of like temptations around. But hey, it's an hour ferry ride away. After you finish studying, go there. Have fun. But
The difference with I guess other places in the area is that Macau was colonized by Portugal, so there's a mixed culture of Western and Asian, and that's why Macau was so popular among like the Chinese. A lot of tourists come to visit, and like it's not just the food, but also just like the architecture, the art, and our official language is Chinese and Portuguese. Like that's a crazy mix if you think about it. We grew up with it, but for people, it's like, what? You speak Chinese and Portuguese? What's the correlation?
That's true. St. Paul ruins, bro. I feel like that alone is just such a, you forget about how crazy that monument is. It's a freaking church that got burned down, and now it's just like the cover of it, like just like that.
Yeah.
Stuck, like been there for like hundreds of years. Right now, we have someone that actually been to the school, been to USJ, and had been to Macau, here to share with us her experience.
Ta-da.
Let's welcome Esther from Montreal.
Okay. So I'm Esther. And I'm Chinese Canadian. So born in Hong Kong, but I actually never lived there. After I was born, I went to Macau. And then when I was 4.5, we moved to Canada, to Toronto first, and then to Montreal. And so most of my life has been in Montreal. And then after university and working for a little bit, I decided that I wanted to see what it's like in Asia. Never lived, since 4.5, I felt like I just wanted to see what it's like there, and try. And then I ended up going to Macau.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exciting. Is that pretty common, like for like Asians who were born in America, for them to want to move to Asia for a couple years, or are you an outlier?
I think I'm a little bit of an outlier. Most of my friends have not
Okay.
done that. They just stayed, and then they have their family now, and but I did know one friend who decided to do that, and she was actually kind of why I really wanted to. My first place was actually Korea, because she went to South Korea, and she kept telling me all these great things about it and telling me all these stories, and so maybe I want to go there too. And so she sparked that idea in me, and then but then afterwards, long story, that I ended up in Macau, and I thought I would stay there for maybe a year, 2 years, and it turned out to longer than that.
How many years?
Almost 8.
Whoa.
Wow.
8 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a long time.
that's a long
Yeah, it's a lot longer than I thought it would be, but it was a great 8 years. I miss those times. Miss the
you
people I
speak
met there,
Cantonese?
and I do speak Cantonese.
Before or after like going to Macau?
Well, I spoke before, but not very good. Not that I'm saying that I'm very good now, but definitely a lot better since the last 8, 7-ish years I was there.
That's a good
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, surrounding
Yeah.
yourself by people that only speak Cantonese really pushes you
Yeah,
to speak Cantonese.
for sure. Very, very honest. I told myself I would never come and live here. But that's only because I only went in the summers, because that's when my holidays were, right? As like a student, a high school student. And it was, you know how it is in the summer. It's so hot and sticky and muggy. And then when I actually did live there, I thought, okay, I don't think I can last for very long here.
Yeah.
um,
But then you lasted for
I
a
don't know.
year. Yay.
I don't know. And then
No,
I guess
yeah.
time just creeps up on you.
I feel like Macau can get
Yeah.
comfortable. Like you get comfortable, but
Yes.
it's like, you know, like in terms of fun and stuff, at least, you know, there's a lot of places around Macau. You know, you can go to Hong Kong.
Exactly.
It's a ferry
And
ride away. And then you can go to
yeah.
Thailand, which is a 2 hours plane ride. Air Asia prices, oh my goodness, it's so cheap. Cheaper than state to state here. You know, and then when you get there, the food, hotel, so cheap and so good, you know, and you come back to Macau and you just relax because that's all you can do is relax in your own home.
So yeah, but it is nice because it's so close to everything, so you can so easily fly. Like if it's a long weekend or if it's nice that extra long weekend, you know, 4-day weekend. Okay, let's go somewhere.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, on Friday night or whenever like work ends, let's just like grab a plane that night, you know, and get there at midnight or 1 a.m, and then we have the next, you know, 3 days or something to travel.
Yes, so true.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
places, like even Japan. I know my friends that would go there like just to ski also. And then if you think about it
Yeah.
now in America, it's just so expensive. But you're gonna go up there, like rent the gear. Oh my god, everything is gonna be so expensive.
And
you know, like,
Airbnb, you gotta pay for Airbnb.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it just adds up to like a couple hundred, like 600-700
Yeah.
already. Yeah.
And I think the US dollar is quite high right now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help.
That's true.
But yeah, I did Japan twice. I went snowboarding there twice. So in
Just
Hokkaido.
awesome.
It was so nice. Like
Once
I
you're
love
there, just eat in
snowboarding.
7-Eleven, so cheap.
Yes. Everything 7-Eleven. And then when you go home, like, what did you do? What did you eat? 7-Eleven.
They literally have sushi in there too. Like it's so fresh.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. Like the quality is good.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
then the
bad.
hot stuff in that soupy broth thing, and it tastes so good.
And they
Yeah,
have spots for you to
everything's so good. I
sit also to
definitely.
eat. It's so
Mhm,
nice.
mhm, yeah. Oh, we don't even have 7-Eleven here. Yeah, in Canada.
Canada?
Not in Montreal anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Here they are
Damn.
gas stations, so
Oh, yeah.
they're just
We do, but they have like slushy machines. That's
Oh, yeah.
pretty much it. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
They
And then in
don't have
Macau, it's
fish
like, no, we have no ice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in
But
Macau, it's just like, oh, no ice. There's no ice.
they're so
They're like, you want ice? Oh, it's like extra or whatnot.
yes, it's true. Ice is what is expensive. It's like, why do you want ice? It's like 冰水啊，唔該啊，要加錢喎。
Yeah.
Bing, sorry.
Yeah. And then like when I first moved, like my family was like, why do you want bing? And why do you want cold stuff? It's not good for you. Like, you know, like the yin yang, the eat hay and whatnot.
Bad for your body.
That
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, yeah, that's one thing that's culture shock. I feel like for people, if they ever go to Macau, is going to restaurants and then they will serve you like hot tea or coffee.
Hot tea
like,
or hot water. Yeah.
yeah, it's for you to rinse
When it's like 30
your
degrees outside.
utensils. I feel like, right? Like if you wanted to.
No,
or
it
you can
depends.
drink
If you're
it.
going to Yumcha, then hot water is to clean the utensils. But then there are some diners or tatantang that serves hot water to drink.
Yeah, my mom doesn't
Yeah.
drink it. She just uses it to like clean the utensils for her cup, and then but I would drink it like because it means it's sanitized. That's what it is. Like it's like, oh, you know, like if you want cold water, like you need to buy it. You need to buy the ice. You need your own. Yeah. So I would never pay extra for ice. You know, that's crazy. But yeah.
But when it's like 30 something degrees plus like 99% humidity, you kind of want that ice.
Yeah.
Even not to drink, just to like hold it. Have it melt in your
Put it all over.
Yeah, put it all over.
No, it's
Tuck it in your
true.
shirt.
Yeah.
You
like
know
my
what? You
my
fit in
sister-
Canada. You know?
Oh, but then I get cold easily too, so I don't know.
And that's all women. All women get
Yes.
cold easily. Cold feet, you know?
That's very true. That's very true.
That is so true.
So you mentioned all these things and your impressions of Macau. What made you decide to stay, or was it just like a gradual like, oh, I'll stay one more year and like, oh, I'll stay one more year? Like
Oh,
what
okay,
made you
so-
stay 8 years?
Okay, so at the beginning, my first year, like I said, my heart was like, oh, I want to go to South Korea just because like
Mm.
my friend told me, and also because I think because I've been to Macau before as a tourist, and then I also have family there, right? So I felt like, and you know how Macau is just so big. So you know how you just bump into everybody all the time. So I felt like, every time I go somewhere, I feel like somebody is like watching over me, or they can see me, and it's true because sometimes I do see them. Like on the bus, I say, "Oh, there's my uncle,"
Yeah.
and he doesn't know I'm here. I'm on the bus. So
Yes.
yeah. So my first year, I was just kind of getting to know because I was a teacher there, and education there is really different from education in Canada and what I've grown up to know. So compared to like I've had schooling in Toronto and in Montreal, and both are different, but it's in a sense because it's still the Canadian education system, it's still similar. Whereas in Macau, it's totally different, and
Oh,
the school
yeah.
I was at is also totally different.
What do you
And
teach? Sorry, what age and what do you teach?
English, as I was
Oh,
teaching.
okay. High school?
And yes, it was high school.
Okay.
So and also because Canada is very multicultural, and so when I got to Macau, whoa, the students are Chinese. Oh, okay. So it's good. I mean, there's no discrimination at all. Should be, should be. Anyways, that was my school because I was in a very Chinese local school.
Which one? Can we ask?
Oh yes, Fangzhou, Ongwen,
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
did say
Fangzhou.
that. Fangzhou,
near the
Fangzhou.
border gate.
You did say that, yeah.
Oh,
And then
because there's one in
yes,
Tamzai,
and
right?
yes, but they're not affiliated. Yeah, and actually,
Wow.
it's funny because when I started teaching there, I told all my students that I don't know any Chinese. So I don't know if they're gonna watch this. Hopefully not, but I don't know any Chinese. So at the beginning, they didn't believe me, but I just pretend I didn't understand them.
Because
And
it's
so
like they would start speaking to you in Cantonese if
yeah,
they
and
knew
then I
you.
just like yeah, so
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
and so then they would really make an effort, and sometimes like
Exactly.
3, 4 of them would come to me and try to like between the 4 of them or 3 of them would try to say what they wanted to say
That's
for this
Oh,
one student. It's very cute. I can see the effort.
yes, that's true. Because
Yeah,
like in terms of English, like Chinese, like in Chinese schools, they don't push it that much with oral
Yeah.
speaking. Like
yeah,
they would be very good in grammar and writing, but like
hmm,
not so much speaking,
right,
which is missing.
right,
Mm,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, so then because like just adjusting for that one year, and then just getting to know, how what it's like to work with the students and the teachers and the curriculum and everything. I just felt the first year it passed by so quickly. And then also in the first year, I found out about the USJ PGD program for training teachers. And then when I found out about that, I thought, hey, that's actually pretty good to learn something and improve myself as a teacher. And so I did that. I signed up and I got into my second year there. And so that was like I was stuck there, right? You can't move for another year
Like
because
might as
the
well.
program's a year long. Yeah. So I was working full time and then doing the program at USJ full time, and it was a very fast. Actually, at the time, it felt really slow, but it passed by really fast, and that was year 2. And then after that, I felt like I just did this program. Why am I leaving now?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
So,
year 3.
yeah.
Wow.
And then it just went like that, and then COVID happened. So yeah, so that's kind of 8 years in a nutshell of how I stayed longer than expected.
Wow. So how was your student life in USJ, may I ask?
Ooh,
Both of our sisters are actually were
oh,
but your sister
my sister recently
okay.
graduated from USJ, and her sister
on
just got
her
into
year
USJ like a
two
year
now.
ago. Year
Yeah,
2.
so now it's year 2 now. Yeah.
Okay, so actually, when I went, they weren't moved into the new campus yet. So it was still the kind of like the hike up on Macau side, near Samalo, near, the library there. So
Because now the new one is in like Qingdao, right? Like a
Yeah.
big campus. Yeah.
Yes,
Before that
it's
was in
very nice there.
Manfa right? Or is that
Mm,
is it
Not
not?
Manfa,
But anyways,
that was
their
the place I went.
their new campus is cooler,
It's very
obviously.
nice. Yeah. It's very nice. It's big and it's their own space and it's very colorful and yeah, the campus is very nice. It's nice that it's all together in one spot. Yeah, I went to visit because one of my friends was graduating when they had already moved. So then I went, to see her work and yeah. Actually the school, the program was pretty good. It was nice because a lot of teachers, even their seasoned teachers, not just, newbies, were all, in different age groups. They were all together in different schools. So to see that, and then, because they have so much experience, for me, it was my second year teaching, especially in Macau. It was a whole different system. So I learned a lot from them. Just, I asked them a lot of questions, like how is it like in your school compared, and I would compare it to my school. And because some of them were teaching international schools or actual English schools.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's very different from my
For
school. So I was
sure.
like, oh, you guys do it that way. Oh, interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, and I know that USJ, I mean, like some other universities in Macau has like good like foreign exchange programs. A lot of times, I mean, obviously before COVID, but now again, that yeah. So like you meet a lot of people from outside, which is good, and especially if you haven't been traveling so much, they travel to you. You're in the school meeting all these people from like
Yeah.
outside school. It's cool. Nice.
Yeah,
How
and I
about
can imagine like when you move to a new place, like first of all, like it's not easy to make friends as an adult, in general, and then but like going to a place where you meet like people who are teachers as well, or like people who have the same career, I feel like
or everybody like
that probably
everyone else
helped
is
you a
also
lot in
trying to
your
meet like new people too, so the people there, like especially as foreign exchange student, they're probably wanting to meet new people, so
Yeah.
that's
And I think it's good because we all wanted to do this and get our certification. And for my program anyway, we're all teachers, so we know, okay, it's group work time. Let's, we all, spread the work, separate the work. So we know what the teacher feels like and what they want and expect from us.
yeah.
It was nice because even the professors, not all of them were local, and because it was in English, right? So a lot of the teachers actually came from Portugal that I remember.
Oh,
And it was nice to see that and hear their accent and then learn about, their life there and why they came to Macau and all that.
yes, of course, yeah, a lot of Portuguese there.
Yeah.
have
And
you
some of the
have you actually visited the new campus at all?
Me?
yes.
You have? Okay.
Yeah. I went to visit because my friend was graduating and she had like an open
Oh, right.
house
You did say
thingy.
that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
How about like maybe food for you in Macau? Like what was that
What's your
experience?
go-to? What's your
Food.
favorite thing? See, Macau has nothing like too amazing to do and stuff, but food. No, food. I've always
Is my favorite.
Ah!
That's my
You've been
absolute
listening
favorite, and I
this.
miss that here. I really miss that because it's the sauce. It's really the sauce.
It really
It's
is.
secret.
Because I
You
can
gotta
buy
know what it
yudan,
is.
I can buy yudan any Chinese Asian supermarket.
Yeah.
But
No.
the
I
sauce
can
I
buy
miss
curry
is
powder, but then that's not the same. Like, what is the sauce? I have no idea.
exactly.
Dude,
It's
I
the
went to
secret sauce.
I was just recently in Chinatown and I was like, oh, gali yudan, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get it, and then the sauce was like watery.
Oh, nothing worse than
No.
watery sauce.
I mean, I get cutting costs, but watery sauce for gali yudan is just sad.
And then you're paying
Yeah.
US dollars. Oh my god.
Yes. Oh yes, I also miss the currency rate. I miss how things cost with no tax and no tip. Yeah,
Yep.
you go for a meal and it's like this is the price and this is the price you're gonna pay at the end. It's very nice. You don't need to do extra math. You just have exactly the amount of money in your pocket and you just pay that.
That's why even if there was like Tokyutan around here, like how much you're gonna get every day, like obviously not every day is so expensive. But like in Macau, you could just do it like after work, right? You buy like on the way to the bus stop. It's nothing. It's pocket change. It's like
Actually, after class, at USJ, I did that a lot because we end at 9ish, 10, and a lot of places are closed, right? And at that time we are kind of like it's kind of late for dinner anyway. So then I just go to I thought you're done. I just have some veggies or
Veggies,
whatever,
yeah.
something healthy.
See, you can even have
Not just
something
Japan.
healthy.
It's true. It's
Something
true. Yeah, you
healthy.
could. Yeah, it
Some
makes
toy,
you feel
some
less
toy,
guilty too.
some
Yeah.
domku.
Don't
Yes. Oh,
forget Dongdonggu. Oh my
Yes,
god.
domku.
Bakangu is my favorite. Oh my god. Because it tastes like look like noodles, you know? It's like, oh, but it's veggies.
Mhm. And it soaks up the sauce. That's what it is.
oh, that's
It
the
soaks
best
up the
part.
sauce.
Oh my god.
Now I
Oh,
want
This is
some.
music to my ears.
bruh, I can't wait to eat there. All
Okay,
right.
other
Yeah.
than like street food, what else?
Po ta.
Oh
I like that.
yeah.
That is
The
very
Portuguese tart.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
And you just make
best.
sure not to go on a weekend and not to go
Oh,
on a holiday. You go like earlier before
yes,
work
like wake
ends
up
or
early.
yeah. Or when your like schools have holidays, then you go so you don't have that lineup.
That's so true.
Because
the
it's really
best.
popular in Macau.
Yeah, it's so
Lord
popular.
Stowe's, guys. That
Yes.
is the
Mhm.
most
Yes.
popular.
And if you were to give maybe two advice to people who want to move to Macau, maybe from America or
Or
Canada,
visit,
or even to
yeah.
yourself, yeah, as when you first moved, like what would that advice be? This will probably be our last question.
I think if you're planning to go there for not too long,
If they're there for a
um,
scholarship, what would you say?
if you go there for a scholarship, don't pack too much stuff because there's so much stuff to buy.
And you can buy there; it's a
Ooh.
lot cheaper.
Yes, like
That's
if
good.
not
That's a good
exactly, if
one.
not in Macau, you can get it in China on Taobao in Hong Kong,
Mhm,
or when you fly to
mhm.
Japan or fly to all the other countries that you visit, you want
Oh,
that
yes.
space. Unless you're planning to, ship crates and crates back.
That's
Yeah, but
true.
especially
Genius.
clothing. I really feel like clothing you really don't, unless you're really, really tall or really,
Oh, mhm.
bigger or smaller than the average Asian height and weight, then it's so easy to find things there. Even like household items, like household, like kitchen things and stationery stuff, you just don't need to get that at all.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you can just go and you'll find a galore of it and at a very good price. And some super
So
cute too,
true.
if you like that stuff.
So true. Yeah.
So true.
And I guess the second piece of advice is just don't mind the heat so much and the loud talking.
Oh,
Why?
imagine you're in New York City. Imagine you're in New York City and
All the time. In the restaurant. You're outside traffic, New York City, inside the restaurant. With the honking.
the salty fish smell in the bus, when they come from the
yeah.
market. Oh my god, you gotta
Yeah.
remember, just stay with it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Nothing is too
and
far, anyways.
Oh wait, actually another one. Don't be so concerned about personal space because it's really not your fault or their fault. Sometimes it just happens. There is no personal space.
You have to
Oh.
just go with the momentum.
Great talking to you both.
Is it good to reminisce a little bit?
Yes. And actually, I had like some friends who went to Hong Kong and Macau just the last 4 weeks. They went on holiday there, and because of COVID, the first summer kind of everything is open, and so they all went to visit their family or just to have fun and enjoy, and they went to Macau, and I saw their pictures. And I'm like, oh, I was just there not too long ago. It feels like yesterday.
All right, thank you so much.
Great talking to you.
Bye.
We'll keep in touch.
Yes.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.